in a very short notice. So I'm extremely sorry for that. No, I cannot share my screen. Host is disabled, participant screen sharing. How can I enable it? Because in the option, ask to unmute, ask for this video. No, I cannot see this option. Make a host. Okay, let's see. Yeah, now it's done. Now I can able to share my screen, I guess. Okay. Mm, Yeah, okay. Good. It took little time, but finally we fixed it. Okay. I hope you all can see my screen properly, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, we are able to see.
Okay, fine. So let me introduce myself. My name is Aditya. I have total 15 years of experience in SAP. I started my career as an ABAPer, and then I joined to SAP MDM and then later SAP MDG. Since 2014, I'm working in SAP MDG. So since the version MDG 6.1, I started my MDG journey. And thereafter, I have experience to deal with MDG 6.1 version, 7.0 version, 8.0, then 9.0, 9.2, and then now S4 HANA MDG 2023. Okay, so these are the different versions I have worked. I have been part of the several MDG projects, and they are mainly on material master, a business partner, including customer and supplier, and a finance master. Okay, and in this discussion, I'm going to talk about what are the things we are going to cover up. In this discussion, we are going to cover up the three different angle of from MDG. One is the technical area, which is including some ABAP and those underlying concepts. Secondly, functional MDG functional, which is functional configurations, etc. And third one is the SAP MDG architect. So it has a three different angle. So fortunately, I got an opportunity to work on MDG on all three angles. So in this discussion, I'm going to cover all three angles. So in future, you can decide that which one you'd like to continue with, whether MDG technical or functional or architect. Okay, MDG is a mainly it is a techno-functional module. But the thing is, you might be thinking, then I'm coming from a certain background where I don't have any technical skill. So whether it will be really good for me uh, mm, to take up this. Of course, you cannot probably take up technical area initially, but you can of course continue with MDG functional. And with MDG functional, many people are right now placed and working in different MNCs. Okay, So there are opportunity. In MDG, I'm sure that before coming here, you did a little market research, and that is the reason you are here. Okay. So it is a good opportunity at this moment. Market is very good on SAP MDG. At least next few years, I'm expecting market will be a very good for MDG. Okay. So in this discussion, I'll try to make my conversation brief. Rather, I will take more questions. But before I open the floor, I'll quickly talk about what are the things we are going to cover. Okay. So you will have an end-to-end understanding, and then I will open the floor for question answer. First of all, why MDG and what is MDG? So MDG is Master Data Governance. So that means whatever the data you are creating, you are updating, you are extending, mm, you are managing, that basically you want to manage and govern in such a way that your business can get benefit out of it. That is whole purpose of having MDG in place. Okay. But the question is, there are several applications available in the market for data management and data governance, like Informatica MDM, IBM MDM, Oracle MDM. Then why SAP MDG? What is difference between these applications? The biggest difference is this, this SAP MDG is standing on SAP ABAP. So the backbone is SAP ABAP. And ABAP is the finest programming language at this moment across the industry line. Okay, it is very easy to deal with any sort of a changes, any sort of a data validations, derivations, etc. And through ABAP, you can bring complex to complex validations, derivations, business rules in a very simple manner. The design is so simple to create complicated validations, etc. Okay, so that is the biggest advantage of having it. Also, because of this application running on S4 HANA, there are a lot of additional advantage which comes with, like advanced workflow, advanced replication, advanced data quality management, advanced data analytics. So there are so many things which other application cannot support. Other application means I'm talking about IBM MDM, Oracle MDM, Informatica MDM. And because of this reason, MDG is became so popular in the across the industry to manage and govern the data. Now, by using MDG, what are the master data we can manage or govern? Mainly three type. One is material master, business partner. Under business partner, we have customer and vendor, and then we have a finance master. Okay, mainly three type. Apart from these three type, we have like retail and fashion management, enterprise asset management, and custom data model. But mainly 99% company which they are working, that is on material master, finance master, and business partner, including customer and vendor. Okay, so this is all about MDG. Now, suddenly why MDG is necessary? Like before, we were also surviving without MDG, right? So why suddenly MDG is very so necessary? The reason is that day by day, in any industry you can consider, you can see the volume of data is increasing. Whether it is a material data, customer data, supplier data, whatever financial transactions, it is increasing day by day. So you need to manage the data in such a way. For an example, You walk in one supermarket, let's say, okay, and you buy some product from there, okay. As a customer, whatever you buy, that has to be recorded somewhere for the organization. Why? Because that data is important for them to understand this customer, the buying capacity of the customer, the buying trend of the customer. Okay. So this is winter season, and you go there and you buy some winter products. Okay. Next year, before winter, if they have the data, what they are going to do, they will start communicating with you that, hey, for this product which you purchased from us last year, uh, now we have this product with some discount. Okay. So this is one example which I'm giving you in order to have the data managed and governed properly. So always you will get some benefit out of it if you manage them properly. Okay. So that is the reason nowadays just having the data is not enough. You should have in correct data, complete data, and then manage and govern the data in such a way which can benefit to your business. Okay. Now, how many type of data we deal with? So basically, we have reference data. Reference data means those data which will help to create the master data. Like for an example, uh, material type, industry sector, unit of measure, plant details, sales details, purchase details. These are the informations which will be required to complete the master data. That we call it as a reference data. In MDG, we will be using the reference data in order to complete the master data. Then it comes master data. Master data means you have a material, you have a business partner, including supplier, customer, you have a finance master. Okay. Under finance master, you have a GL account, chart of account, cost center, profit center. These are the master data. Then you have a transactional data. So first of all, you have to understand that MDG is not a transactional system. It is a master data system. So any sort of a business transactions, particularly financial transactions, are not happening from MDG. MDG will maintain the data. The data will go to, let's say, some other S4 system or ECC system. And from there, you basically continue the transactional activities, invoice generations, PO generations, etc., etc. Okay. Next is the reporting data. So MDG also support the data analytics. By using the data analytics, what you do, you basically create the pie charts, the graphs for any certain data planning. So let's say for an example, in MDG, how many requests has been addressed on time based on the priority. So this information your management want in a very simplistic way, in a very pictorial way. So then you can create some pie charts, some graphs in order to present that data. It is just example I'm sharing. So the reporting data also support by MDG. Next is MDG capabilities. So mainly MDG standing on three pillars. First pillar is that the reusability. That means in MDG, whatever the master data you are creating, you are changing, you are updating, you can do at any point of time. So let's say for an example, today you create one material. The same material you want to add additional plants. So you don't need to scrap the material and create again the same material. No. That's not necessary. Rather, you can utilize the same material to extend the additional plant. Okay, so your work will be so easy. And everything in MDG we are going to do, that is through MDG change request. What is change request? Change request is just like, for now, for understanding point of view, it's like a form. Okay, so you basically fill up the form, you process that form, it goes for a several levels of approvals, and finally, after all the approvals, the data will be created for you. So we are not going to use any transaction like MM01, MM02 for material creation, material change, or XK01, XK02, XD01, XD02 for customer or vendor creation or change. No, we are not going to do that. Okay, rather we are going to deal with the change request, and with that, it is so easy to manage the data. That is the first pillar. The second pillar is the governance system. So here we have advanced workflow which help to create a very transparent approval process. So basically, when you create some master data, that goes for several levels of approvals. Approval from, let's say, global manager, approval from finance department, sales department, procurement department. And finally, after all the approvals, your master data gets created. Okay, so the whole process is so simple. Earlier, what it was happening, like every department, let's say you want to create some material, so you need to basically send a mail to the procurement department, you need to send a mail to finance department, you need to send the mail for sales department to get their approvals. But now it's a very single window activity. Okay, so that is the second pillar. The third, sorry, the third pillar is the robust replications. So from MDG, you can replicate your data to ECC, non-ECC systems, third-party systems, everywhere very easily. So your data will get runtime update to those systems. And runtime update means immediately your inventory will get updated, immediately your stocks will get updated, etc., etc. Okay, so these are the three major pillars which we have. Of course, there are few more things which we will discuss whenever we will get some opportunity. So as I mentioned, we will talk about more on each domain, like material master. So in material master, we have basic information of material, followed by material sales data, purchase data, pricing details, etc. Then we are going to talk about customer master. So basically, as in our discussion, we are going to use the latest version of MDG, which is SAP S4 HANA 2023. So in this version, basically we have a BUPA concept. Whenever you come to S4 HANA, there is a BUPA concept. What is BUPA concept? BUPA concept is underlined with business partner. So in business partner, basically in S4 HANA, business partner is the highest level hierarchy, where the customer master, ERP customer, and ERP vendor is the lowest level hierarchy. So always your customer data or your vendor data will be linked with the BPID. But in ECC, it's not like that. I'm not saying that in ECC we don't have business partner. Business partner will be there, but it is not necessary that it will be always linked with the BPID. I mean, the customer master and the vendor master will be always linked with the BPID. No, that is not necessary in ECC, but it is necessary in S4. Okay, so that's what in S4 we have this BUPA concept. So we will come across here in this discussion, like what are the basic information of business partner we have, what are uh, mm, uh, the address informations of business partner, then followed by ERP customer, general data of ERP customer, company code, and sales org. Okay, so these are the informations we will talk about. Similarly, for vendor, again the business partner basic information, followed by the address details, followed by ERP vendor or supplier, whatever you call. ERP vendor, general data, ERP vendor, company code, and purchase data. Okay. And in Finance Master, we will talk about GL account, profit center, cost center, chart of account, cost element, etc. Okay. So this is the at a glance. So basically, we will be focusing on Finance Master, Material Master, Business Partner, including supplier and customer. 99% company, they will be required for this. Even today also, when you see the job applications for SAP MDG, you will see customer is looking for these three only. Okay. Apart from that, we have enterprise asset management, which I have fortunately little experience to work, so which I can additionally give you some input. And then we have a retail and fashion management, which unfortunately I never get an opportunity to work with. Okay. But this is something which is a very, very rare case. 0.001% customer right now using this. Okay. So that's what, even though you don't know, it's not a problem. Majority, I repeat, 99% customer, they are using finance, material, and business partner, including supplier and customer. Okay. Now, so far, whatever we were talking about, we were just trying to understand like what is MDG, what are the basic advantage of having MDG, what are the domains we are covering in MDG, etc., etc. Now we will come to the real configuration part for MDG. So the first thing which I'm going to talk about, that is the data model. So remember, everything which we will talk about, that is through hands-on, because honestly speaking, I'm not here to address you to say that once you will complete this activity, you will clear your certification. That's not my objective. My objective is very clear. My objective is, once you complete our training or discussion, whatever you call, my intention is you get one MDG job where you can perform independently. That is my intention. My intention is never been that you will crack the certification. Yes, the way we are doing, you can see our agenda, and you can compare that agenda with the certification agenda. That is good. Almost you can see the similarity. But the thing is, clearing certification is one fact, and delivering the project is another fact. And you also understand that line. So my intention is very clear that you must be eligible enough or technically, functionally sound enough to deliver the project. That is the most important thing for me. So that's what I always prefer, to have a more hands-on. Okay, then things will be pretty clear. So in this chapter, we are going to talk about custom data model, where we will prepare the custom data model. All configurations I will do live in front of you. Then we will talk about the standard data model and enhancement of the standard data model. Okay, so these are the things which we are going to cover with hands-on. Next, process model. Again, we will design the custom process model. standard process model, and enhancement of the standard process model. What are the process model we have? We have processes like create, change, mark for deletion, extend, mass update. These are the different processes. Okay. Then we have UI model. So we will talk about custom UI, standard UI, enhancement of the standard UI. In this particular discussion, we will also talk about the field UI field properties, like how to make one particular field mandatory, how to make one particular field gray out, how to make one particular field hidden from a specific workflow steps. Everything we are going to talk about in this particular chapter. Then we will talk about the workflow. So in workflow, we will create end-to-end custom workflow by using the rule-based workflow, which is an advanced workflow technique. And during that exercise, we are also come across the different concepts of workflow, like what is change request, what is change request type, what is steps type, what is different MDG roles, how the roles concepts are working, how we can define the roles, etc., etc. Okay. Then validations, derivations. So basically data validations and derivations using BRF plus. We will again create a demonstration for BRF plus and we'll show how the data you can validate and derive through BRF plus. Continuation of the validations and derivations. Apart from BRF plus, we will also talk about through ABAP body. It's a technical part. I understand this. But even though I know that you are not coming from ABAP background, or you are not coming from a technical background, the way I will explain the things with live debug, line by line explanation of the code, I'm sure even though you are not moving yourself in a technical area, but at least you will have a very good understanding that technically what is happening. And that will help you when you will move yourself in a MDG functional area. Okay. So in above in continuation of validations and derivation, we have two type of body. One is service body, another one is rule body. Under service body, we have email notification, rule context preparation, dynamic agent selection, and parallel processing. Where in rule body, we have single entity validation and cross entity derivation. And remember that each topic we will have a clear hands-on, because every topic is different. And without hands-on, you cannot deliver in the project. I can guarantee you. You should have know what are the techniques, what are the configurations, what sort of a coding we need to build to deliver this particular exercise or the purpose. Okay. So everything we will deliver through the proper demonstrations. Next is search and duplicate check, where we will talk about mainly the HANA based search, because our system is S4 HANA MDG 2023. So with this latest version, we will mainly focus on the HANA based search, including the duplicate check configurations. Okay. And also we will talk about the other search like database search, what is enterprise search, how database search work, how enterprise search work, etc. Then we have a replications. So in replication, we have basically two type of possible way of replication possible. One is by using ALE IDOC, another one is by using SOA messages. So both of the exercise we will do, and we will show how the replication is happening from MDG to another S4 system or ECC system. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have any third party. Otherwise, we could have been also show you, but at least uh, re- replicating data from MDG, that part, if you understand, then rest of the things are basis part, which is communicating through the third party channel and then send the data to them. So that part, you don't need to worry anyway. Okay. Also, in this particular chapter, we are going to talk about value mapping, key mapping, the main, it's a very important scenario in terms of data replication. Okay. Then we will talk about some latest concept, like for data migrations. For data migration, we have data consolidation and mass processing. So what is data consolidation? Data consolidation is for mass data creation, and mass processing is for mass data change. Again, with appropriate hands-on, because it requires a lot of configurations involved. With the appropriate configurations, we will execute each case for data consolidation and mass processing. Then we also talk about SAP Fiori configurations, because in S/4HANA, beside NetWeaver Business Client as a launchpad, you will be also using Fiori as a launchpad. Okay, because Fiori is more user friendly, better user experience than NWBC. And Fiori is bringing you those additional concepts like consolidation, mass processing, data analytics. These are the things, DQM, data quality management. These are the things you cannot run on NWBC, NetWeaver Business Client. It will be only run on Fiori because Fiori is compatible with the HANA database. Okay. So we will see again some executions. Then we will also talk about MDG process analytics and the data quality management with hands-on. I repeat, these are the very new topics. Everything we will do in a hands-on. Okay. And with this, that is all. Now, how much time we will be required? Usually we will be required 20 to 25 hours of discussion. Okay. You might be thinking, but SAP education is offering around 60 hours or 50 hours, but you are offering half. The thing is that uh, two things. One is this same course, if you want, I can spend 50 hours as well. But you know the for SAP education, how much they charge, right? So end of the day, it's a value for time and the things. Now the question is whether we are giving anything less from what SAP educations is providing. Absolutely not. Then why this less hour? Because the example which because there will be, like, for an example, service body, rule body. It's required a lot of big program. If I type those codes, write those codes in front of you, then automatically my hours will be gone to 50, 60 hours. But to save the time, to cover up more things within a very limited period of time, those executions means those demonstration we will prepare. I will come here and I will do the executions with debug, with line by line explanations. So it will save my time, it will save your time. Understood? So this part we need to be very clear, because I have seen people always have this kind of question, like SAP education is offering this. SAP education for single person they are charging 3.5 lakh, right? Or probably around that particular thing, amount. But we cannot charge in that way, right? So that's the reason we are not compromising with the content. The only thing is ours that we are compromising, because if you compromise with the content, the first objective which I said, that my objective is that someone who can who complete this can start independently. That cannot be achieved. Okay, so this is, and the session will be on weekend, so that will be Saturday and Sunday, each day approximately 2 to 3 hours. So roundabout, you can say it's 1.5 2 months. If you say no, unfortunately I need to look for a job, and can you please expedite it? No problem, we can spend 3 to 4 hours. Okay, uh, and then we can cover up quickly as possible. Okay, so whatever it is, that is definitely very much possible. Okay, and you will be the coordinator will be providing the system to you. uh, I'll be using the system for a demonstration, but my login will be different and your login will be different, just to safeguard those demonstrations, because what happened in past, we have a very bad experience. In past we have a very bad experience. That is, like, we I hope I'm audible, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So in past we had a very bad experience. That is, uh, mm, we built so many demonstration, and we don't know, someone tried with that and finally messed up with everything. Okay. So that's what, just to secure our demonstration, uh, we decided to have a different logon. Okay. And you will be also provided one SharePoint access. Okay, it's a lifetime SharePoint access, and there, on every chapter, like data model, process model, UI, on every chapter you will get lot of documents from SAP, documents which I created. Okay, so those things we will be provided. Okay, any question? Yes.
Yeah, I just want to know, could you please explain me the difference between technical functional roles? Is that particularly in relation to coding or something, or outline the distinct responsibilities associated with
Sorry, come again. I did not understand your question
it? Yeah,
properly.
could you please kindly explain the difference between the technical and functional roles?
Oh, okay. So basically, technical consultant means you need to also deal with ABAP coding. Okay. And functional means you need to only deal with the functional configurations and the underlying activities. That's the main difference. But because if you are not coming from ABAP background, I will strongly recommend that let's not proceed initially for because let me give you some example. And trust me, I'm not saying just to attract you. You go wherever you feel better. Huh?
Yeah, okay, okay,
So
okay.
I have nothing that sort of a intention. But let me share with you one very interesting case. A person from non-SAP background, basically he lost a job. Okay, he lost a job and he came to me. He said, "Look, I lost my job. I want a handsome job now because market is so volatile." I'm talking about it's 5 6 years back story. And I came to know MDG is something which is having stability in the market. Can I learn MDG? I said, are you sure? Because by that time you lost your job. He was in different domain, completely different. He said, no, 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 no. I have decided. I will make a hard work, whatever necessary. Then that person came to me, did the discussion. Means we had the training, and because he was coming from a different domain, have no understanding about ABAP. So we decided, okay, he will go for a functional area first. But that person was so hardworking, I would say. He said, okay, I will first complete this and then I will look for a job for a MDG functional. Even he did not complete our discussion. Before that, he started in the market, looking for in the market. I also helped him for an interview and all. We will also, by the way, I forgot to mention, we have a separate session for interview and some possible question answer sessions. Okay, and he cracked one big company. Unfortunately, I cannot take the name. It's a big MNC. Okay, service based company. He joined the project, and in a very small amount of time, he started as a functional consultant, but side by side he learned the technical ABAP stuff. Then after around 4, 5, 6 months, he called me. He said, sir, I'm now working on a technical as a techno functional as well. I said, how come you don't know ABAP? Then he said, yeah, somehow I side by side learn, and in the meantime I shown my work, I shown my capability, and now I have been now given the opportunity for as a techno functional. And now when I'm talking to you, he is the team lead who is leading the team of MDG. So these are the story which we have. So and these are not just a story. It's a real fact basically. So nothing is impossible. And if you think that it's my capability or I did some trick, no. I have just given whatever I know, that learning. It's all credit goes to that person who made so much hard work, so much pain he has taken, and then he moved forward. So these are the things. So nothing is impossible, but better you if you are coming from a non-technical background, better you go with functional, and then if you think slowly you can enter into the technical, that also fine. Otherwise you keep yourself in functional. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Any other question?
And another one, and difference between the SAP MDG 100 and 200 is there, no? What's the difference between both?
Um, that
Is it
is
both?
that is you are talking about SAP education. They have means whatever I discussed,
Okay.
they break the entire topic into the two parts.
Okay.
Okay, 100 and 200. But ultimately, 100, I think they kept data model, process model, UI. If I means I don't remember exactly. Okay, and rest of the things like replication, validations, workflow, they kept it under 200. So basically, they break into two pieces. Even for ABAP also, you can see tau tau 10 or 100 or tau 20 or 200 or something like that. So basically, they break up the things. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. So that is all for now. If you have any question, any concern, so please up here. Okay. So if you have any question, any concern,
So,
please
yeah, this
let
MDG
me.
is part of the S4 component itself, or is it a different system now?
Sorry, come again.
No, is this MDG part of the S4 system itself? Is it like a component in it, or is it a different system?
MDG is an application which is running on SAP S/4HANA. So
Okay,
your
okay,
ERP is your S/4HANA. On top of that ERP, MDG is an application.
okay, okay. I think
Yeah.
previously there used to be a different system also, right?
Earlier it was a ECC. So MDG on top of ECC. Now it's S4 HANA because ECC anyway, S4 HANA is going to replace ECC. So that's what all the latest version, whatever you see, it's all S4 HANA MDG.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I can see one new person join, Ram Reddy. Hi, Ram. Ram, can you able to hear me?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I think you joined by the time we started the discussion. Is there any specific question from you? Sorry, I did not see the participant list in the meantime. I saw
No,
now.
no, I didn't know that there was a uh, demo class actually. I was not aware of it.
Okay.
So they just called me and asked me to join. That's the no.
Okay. Okay.
I
So
said
basically, yeah, probably the whole meeting has been conducted very shortly. I also got the information in a very short notice. So that's what we got a delay even to start the session. So anyway, we basically talked about pretty much. I hope you have heard. In case you have any question, please let me know so I can answer it now or later whenever you feel better.
yeah. I'll go through the. She said she will give me the recording. Once
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
go through a reading, and if I have any doubts, yeah, sure.
absolutely. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So if there is no question, then we can close the session for now.
So it's only weekends, is it?
It is only possible on weekend because otherwise I don't have enough time on
Okay.
weekdays.
So it's 1 hour class or 2 hours class weekend?
No, usually I take 2 to 3 hours each
Oh,
day, Saturday, Sunday.
okay.
But it depends. Like if you say that no, I'm searching for a job, it is better to do in a little fast way. So
Okay.
then we can sit for 3 to 4 hours. But I think 3 to 4 hours is, at some point of time, lot of new concept, you will also get exhausted.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you also don't want to do the things which with a stretch,
Hmm.
which is not coming to you means just for a sake you are sitting. So that is
Yeah.
also not a very good idea. So, but I think 2 to 3 hours is good enough.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the rest of the days we have to practice, is it? The
The rest
follow.
of the week you can practice.
Okay.
The rest of the week you can practice. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
One more question, right? So, if this training, right? I mean, like, how can we face the interview for any, I mean, like, solution aspect thing? Because I'm just looking for experience of 12 plus, right? So,
Don't worry. The
I'm
way the
just
way we
worried
will
about that. Yeah.
regarding interview, the way we will go through the whole things. Okay, each and every chapter wise, and I will have a separate session for interview preparation. I understand that that is the ultimate goal for everyone. Ram, can you please mute yourself? There is some background noise. Yeah, thanks. So don't worry about that part. So we will groom in such a way because we are in this industry, particularly MDG industry, from so many years. We know what set of questions you are expecting. You will have it in the interview. So we will guide in such a way, okay, and we will give you some tips and tricks which you can apply in the interview. I can guarantee you that if you follow this, my trick, I will not say that you will get 100% job. No. But at least you will not come back from interview with a disappointment. That I can assure you. Because we have a, experience, we successfully deliver it. Okay. So that's the thing. Getting the job 100% or not, such kind of commitment I don't do. Okay.
Okay.
But
Mm.
one thing I can tell you, If you follow our instruction properly, you will never come back with dissatisfaction.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Okay, fine then.
So,
So
if there are any other questions, we can connect with you directly, or is it how do we
you
talk
can
to
do
you?
one thing. You post your question to the coordinator. Okay, coordinator will connect me to get that answer. Okay, so for now, just using this route at least.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, and wish you have a good day, rest of the day. Thank you.
You
Thank
too.
you.